everybody, and welcome back to another Kraken Packs video. I am your host, MrBevers. That's right, we're back with the final box, box number 6 of our Throne of Eldraine case. Can we find another Oko? Can we find a borderless Planeswalker in an entire case? We opened a case for my local game store, Untouchables, and we hit 2 foil borderless Garrix out of their case. And we haven't hit any out of this case yet. I told them, I gotta stop opening boxes for them because I waste all my luck on their boxes and then I, don't end up hitting anything out of mine. Fancy like that. Now that being said, doesn't mean that our boxes have been that bad. We've hit some pretty good stuff so far. Let's see what we can find in these boxes. There's our uncommons. And just move that there. Nothing super exciting in the uncommon slots there. The Foulmire Knight and the Occam Ranger could have been in the storyboarder art, but we're not. We got Slaying Fire and starting off with a Questing Beast. That's a pretty good one. Questing Beast seeing quite a bit of play, and it's a decent mythic. We'll take it. And we got a nice foil glass casket. That card looks absolutely gorgeous in foil. This was the playmat I was hoping to get from the GP, and didn't manage to get my hands on one. I think it was, what was it, TwitchCon? TwitchCon where they did the, yeah, it was TwitchCon where they did the playmat for that one, right? Absolutely gorgeous playmat. If anybody out there knows of someone who has one that doesn't need it or doesn't want it, I will be happy to take it off their hands for them. Tournament Grounds, Fairy Vandal, Cauldron's Gift, and Worthy Knight. A Worthy Knight. And another foil. 2 foils in a row. Weapon Rack. There you go. And just a garbage card and a forest. The number of ad cards has definitely increased in this set from previous sets. Like these ads, where it's just an ad with no token. Very disappointing. I don't know. They made the shift and did a whole bunch, like most cards were tokens, and you only got like maybe 2 of these out of a box in the previous sets, the last like 2-3 sets, and then they made a shift back, and now you get like about 7 or 8 of these ad cards in your box, which is pretty unfortunate in my opinion, but what can you do? What can you do? Hey, look at that, Fae of Wishes. That card looks familiar, doesn't it? Playmat. Would have been cool to get this playmat in like the alternate art, the storyboarder art, but I'll take it as is, and there it is. They didn't have it though, so you'll see like previously, like last week I had the Order, the Knight, I can't remember the name of that card now. It's the black flying creature Seb McKinnon art, storyboarder art as the playmat. And so like they have some of the storyboarder art playmats and some of them are just the normal art, which is kind of like weird that they did some and not the others. I mean, maybe they're planning to do a release similar to what they did with the Japanese walkers from War of the Spark, Castle Embereth there. But like, just seems weird that, because like with those ones, they released the alternate art ones after the fact, right? So they did all the normal ones first, and then they did the alternate art ones. Foulmire Knight, Savvy Hunter, Seer Farron, and we got a Black Lance Paragon with another foil there. And our foil is a Wolf's Quarry. Alright, see, look at this. We're up to 3 ads already. We have more ads than we have tokens at this point. 3 ads, 2 tokens. Ember Shieldbreaker, I think that's like my 8th or 9th copy of the storyboarder art of this one. I have so many of them. It's crazy. Tournament Grounds, Archon of Absolution, and Castle Ardenvale. And another foil. Foil Clockwork Servant. That puts us, what, up to 4 foils so far? There's our adventure card and a mountain. Alright. Okay, there's our uncommons. Maraleaf Pixie, Lucky Clover, Righteousness, and Torbran. Torbran. With another foil. Foil Return of the Wildspeaker. There's our foil rare for the box. We'll put that with our mythic pile for now. Another ad. See, look at this. Just make them, just make it something useful. And for me, the ad is kind of like not great. The whole no table required thing, I get it. You're advertising Arena because it's in full release now, but like, I don't know. Telling people to not play at the table seems counterintuitive to your game that's been played at a table for the last 25 years. Fayborough Elder. Because not only that, I mean, like, MTGO's been around for, what, 10 years or more, right? And, you know, you never told people not to play on the table when that was out. Sir Kara, Sir Conrad, Slaying Fire, and Hushbringer. Good old Hushbringer. Another foil? Foil Plains. That's absolutely gorgeous, actually. Like the little kind of like spirit in the background with like the waves coming out in like the fog or the smoke. Absolutely gorgeous. See? Another ad. All ads all the time. If that was the case, you guys wouldn't even be able to watch this video. It would just be ad. Like, it would just be mid-roll ad after mid-roll ad, right? That's how it would work. But I don't do that. I don't do that. Return of the Wild Speaker as our rare. And another foil. Foil Claim the Firstborn. My goodness. Alright, so we're getting all of our foils out of the way out of this box in the first third. The first third of the box is going to be all our foils. And by that, I mean, like, the majority of our foils. Sorcerer's Broom, Hypnotic Sprite, storyboarder art, nice. Archon of Absolution, and Yorvo. Another, look at this. My goodness. It's just such a waste. It's just such a waste. Animating Fairy, Elite Headhunter, Thunderous Snapper, and Stone Coil Serpent. Bomb Unlimited. Absolute Bomb Unlimited. Resolute Rider, Witch's Oven, Thunderous Snapper again, and Opportunistic Dragon. Alright. Oh, second foil rare, Iron Crag Pyromancer. Well, there you go. 2 foil rares out of 1 box. Seems to be about average these days. Which is a nice little boost from previous years, previous sets. Shambling Suit, Trail of Crumbs, Righteousness, and Charming Prince. Charming Prince. Not Prince Charming. Charming Prince. See? How you get around copyrights, kids. Glass Casket. Giant Opportunity. Heraldric Banner, and another Stone Coil Serpent. Duplicated rares. We actually haven't seen a lot of duplicated rares out of these boxes, I should say. It's been pretty consistent of like no duplicated rare or only 1, which is not terrible. Okay. What? What just happened? Okay, I mean, could you imagine if that had been triplicated Fabled Passage? Pretty sweet box if that was the case, right? Tripled Fabled Passage would be pretty nice. We got a Witch's Vengeance. That has flabbergasted me. So I apologize, everyone. There's your Elite Headhunter. There's the Order of Midnight. See, this is the one I was talking about. The Seb McKinnon art for that was the playmat we had last week. Lovestruck Beast. Alright, box. It's time to turn it around. We gotta get some mythics, and we gotta get some of those high-end rares. Once Upon a Time, too. Could you imagine triple Once Upon a Time? Yeah, we'll take it. Stolen by the Fae. It's weird, you know, like, I seem to always have this weird thing happen where it's like, I'm talking about a thing where it's like, you know, we didn't have a lot of duplicated rares in our boxes, and as I say it, I open a third copy of the same rare out of 1 box, which we hardly saw any duplicated rares at all through the other 5 boxes we had. Sundering Stroke, and yet here we are with 3 copies of 1 rare. Now, warranted, the rare is not, at least it's not under $1 in price. So, that's not terrible. Steel Claw Lance. Into the Story, Sir Conrad, and Iron Crag Pyromancer. The problem is that it's still not like Stonecoil Serpent right now is not like that much higher than $1. I think it's like $2 the last time I saw it. Now it may have come down or may have gone up, I don't know. Once and Future, Turn into a Pumpkin, Mysterious Pathlighter, and Wicked Wolf. We're running low on packs here. We're almost 2/3 of the way through this box, and we only have one mythic, and we opened it in the very first pack. It's kind of funny. Overwhelmed Apprentice, Spinning Wheel, Sir Aelin, and Mirror Maid. Alright. We need to hit that Once Upon a Time and that Fabled Passage to turn this box around a little bit, and it would be nice to hit some of those top-end mythics as well, wouldn't it? One Oko could turn this whole box around, let's be honest. Well, there's a Rankle, so there's another mythic for us. Rankle's not bad, not a bad little mythic. Very good card. I enjoy playing with it. I actually have a Rakdos deck that I'm running it in, and it does work. It does work. Mystical Dispute, Sage of the Falls, Arcanist's Owl, and Emery. There you go, Emery. I think she's come down a little bit in price, but still one of the top-end rares, I would imagine. Like, not mythics, obviously, but at least in the rare slot, it's one of the higher ones. Drown in the Loch. I don't know if this is still up there. I don't know if it's still like a $3 myth or uncommon. I don't think it is, but who knows. Wishclaw Talisman. Alright. We're nearing the end, folks. We're nearing the end. Steel Claw Lance. Epic Downfall. Beanstalk Giant, and Castle Locked Wayne with another foil. There you go. Thrill of Possibility. See what I mean? Like, most of our foils were from the first row of this box. And then we got what? We hit the Iron Crag Pyromancer and the Claim the Firstborn in the second row, and that was it. All the other foils were from the first row. Sorcerer's Broom, Rampant Smasher, Mysterious Pathlighter, and Folio of Fancies. The Folio. The fanciest of folios, as you will. As you will. Let's see what else. Overwhelmed Apprentice, Spinning Wheel, Grumgully, the Generous, and Midnight Clock. Midnight Clock and Folio together. Oof. What a mean combo in Limited, let me tell you. Mean combo in Limited. Deathless Knight, Redcap Melee, Kenrith Transformation, and the Royal Scions. I think that's, ooh, alright, well, the Royal Scions is nice. It's like, I think it's like the lower of the mythics. I can't be certain, but I know that it's not like the top. But we got a nice foil Hypnotic Sprite here, which is pretty snazzy, right? Pretty snazzy. Where are our mythics? The Royal Scions is sitting at $13. Alright. We'll take it. Questing Beast is $30 now? Jeez. I had no idea that was that high now. No idea. See, this is what I mean. It's like I don't follow the prices nearly close enough for standard. So the Royal Scions and Questing Beast are in the top 5. The other one we want to see is Oko, right? To really make this box a home run, I guess. And we're hoping we see a 4th mythic. We've only got 6 packs left here. We got Happily Ever After and a foil Witch's Cottage. Cool. The Witch's Cottage is cool. You know, it's interesting because, like, I like these lands for more than just the reason of the value that you get if you have the 4. If you're playing, they're great in mono-color decks, right? But they're also labeled as that land type, so they're fetchable, which is interesting. Now, I'm not saying that it's good because it doesn't give you 2 colors like the other lands you would go and fetch, right? But it is an interesting thing. If you have something that lets you go and get a swamp or a forest or whatever, you can get these lands, which is kind of interesting. It's interesting that they labeled them that way, is what I'm saying. Fireborn Knight, Keeper of Fables, Into the Story, and there's our 4th mythic. It's Realm Cloaked Giant. Which is not bad. It's just not one of the top-end mythics. It's like, what, $3? $4? somewhere in there. Yeah. And I think we have, like, a lot of copies of it, because we hit, like, a foil copy of it, and we hit, like, a foil alternate art copy of it, and we hit an alternate art copy of it, and yeah. We have a number of copies of it. There's the goose. The goose. Blame it on the goose. Got you feeling loose, right? I think that's the way it goes, I think. From what I recall. I'm gonna get demonetized now, right? Now that I've said that. Spectre Shriek. Drown in the Lock. Lock Dragon. And, ooh! There you go. Murderous Rider alternate art is pretty cool. I don't know where the Murderous Rider is coming in these days. Coming in at $7 for regular. So the alternate art's probably a little bit higher. And we got another foil. Foil Embereth Paladin. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Last pack, everybody. Alright. What does the last pack hold for us? Is it a foil Borderless Walker? I'm gonna guess no. But that's okay. Fairy Vandal. Cauldron's Gift. And Castle Vantress. With just an island and a Once Upon a Time. And I look with this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 ads from that box, and the majority of them were in the first row. Somehow we ended up with 3 copies of one rare out of this box, and we opened 2 of them back to back. 2 Stonecoil Serpents back to back, which is kind of funny. Don't know how that happened or what, but there it is. There it is. It happens. Welcome to Variance, everybody. Box was not terrible. We got 2 foil rares, which seems to be about right. They were both, like, not, like, amazing foil rares. We didn't hit the Fabled Passage or the Once Upon a Time, so we missed the 2 top rares out of the set that are worth, like, about $20 a piece. But we did hit the Emery, and we did hit the Goose. I don't see the Goose, like, on the list. Oh, there it is. It's $5, yeah. So the Goose and Emery are about $5 a piece. Murderous Rider coming in about $8. For the Mythics, the Giant is about $4. The Royal Scion's about 7-ish. Where is this? No, Royal Scion's about 13. Okay. Okay. Rankle coming in at near the bottom here somewhere. No, $8. Yeah, $8.80. Okay, so Rankle's not terrible. Right? And then Questing Beast coming in at like $30, which is pretty crazy, if you ask me. So, I mean, like, did we get our money back on this box? I think it's close. It's close. I don't know if we made it there. If we had hit an Oko in addition to the Questing Beast, or if we had hit like a Fabled Passage or a Once Upon a Time, we'd be a lot closer. We would be a lot more confident in saying, yeah, we definitely made it over. So we're close. We're close. Now, I mean, the Murderous Rider is going to be a little bit more just because it's the alternate art. So I don't know where that's coming in at, but yeah, pretty good. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I have been your host, MrBevers. Don't forget, if you want to help support the channel, you can do so over on my Patreon at patreon.com/MrBevers. And you can get your name up in the credits. And not just that, but you could also get yourself a grab bag or a booster box or a bundle or something along those lines. But anyone at one of my magic tiers, and by that I mean the $8 grab bag tier or higher, get a pull from the patron pile, which is a pile I put cards into every month, from the One of Everything series. So everything I open on Wednesdays goes, that's over $1 essentially in value, go into that pile, and that pile is rapidly growing. So there's some pretty spicy stuff in there, and if you become a patron, you can see the full list. It's up on my Patreon as well. So thank you so much. But if you can't support with the monetary value, don't forget you can just like, share, subscribe, and that helps as well. Helps with the analytics, helps with the pushing of the algorithm, all that good stuff. And don't forget to leave comments, because comments help as well. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. And as always, may your pulls ever be better.